In this episode, we navigate away from the storm. We have engine problems, significant increase in wind speed over a short duration. A significant increase in wind speed over a short duration. Embark on a captivating voyage with me as I sail across the mesmerizing Bay of Biscay towards the sun-kissing coasts of Portugal. Morning guys, I left the marina on my way to catch a train to Plymouth. I'm going to the marina to pick up a storm sail because we might be in another storm, so we need something more strong for the weather. The train station is about 15 minutes from Falmouth Marina. Join me in this inspiring experience, a true highlight of my sailing adventures. On the train going back to Falmouth, I've got the sail and I've got the storm sail. Yes, mission accomplished. Martin, do you have time?
No, sorry. What time is it, man?
Sorry? Half seven.
It's 7:30. We live in Brixton. The captain is happy, so the crew is happy. We managed to fix the engine. There is always one boat that gives us a headache. We have to use Mr. Martin's muscle. Okay, let me sort out the inside there.
Bring in the muscle.
Let me sort the inside there, yeah? Amidst the splendid journey, an ancient scene unfolds, playful dolphins gracefully accompanying our yacht, their sleek bodies slicing through the waves with effortless elegance. This magical encounter, set against the vast azure expanse of the ocean, is a reminder of nature's serenity and wonder.
Someone go and put the bow thrusters on.
During our wait in the picturesque Falmouth for the perfect sailing conditions to cross the challenging Bay of Biscay en route to Portugal, invaluable opportunity to deepen my meteorological knowledge with the expert guidance from Michael. These weather lessons were not only enlightening but also crucial for our upcoming nautical adventure.
Coming down on the poles, both poles. So theoretically you'd get warm air rising, going round to the atmosphere, coming back there again. But there's another effect. That's like, so in the tropics, flat earth, imagine, sun shining down, warm air rises, you get moisture coming up with the air, it creates gas. As it goes up, it gets cooler and cooler and cooler, higher in the atmosphere. As it gets cold enough, it turns from water vapour into clouds and rain, and you get rain falling down again, and it stays bit. So what you're getting in the tropics is you're getting this clouds being created, and they start dissipating this way, and they eventually cause some rain, and eventually cool down again. And then when they cool down again, the air starts dropping again. The other thing that's happening is what they call a Coriolis effect, because the Earth is turning. So if you imagine you have a cannonball, you're firing it northwards from the equator, it doesn't go straight up there, because at the same time as you fire it northwards, the Earth is rotating yes. East and west. It's rotating towards the east, sun rises in the east, right, so it's going that way, so that the natural momentum of the cannonball is doing like that, yeah. And it makes a spiral. The same thing with the air that's going that way. If the air is right in the tropics, it's got momentum going this way and it's going northwards, and so it does a spiral, and it always trying to turn to the right. So it only gets to about there, about 60 degrees north, maybe about 30 degrees north, and it's no longer going northwards, it's going sideways. Cools down again, and so you get cool air coming back down to the surface. And that happens all the way around the world, both hemispheres, at about 30 degrees north, Sahara Desert, in the southern Africa, Namibia, in America, Arizona, yes. Mexico, and in the southern atmosphere, Atacama Desert, where you've got it, because all the moisture in it is dissipated, it's all turned into rain, and you're just getting cooler, dry air. So you get a whole band, all the way around the world, you get a band of dry conditions. But that circulating system there induces another circulating system doing that. And so at about 50 degrees to 60 degrees north, you're getting another system doing like that. And in turn, you get another system that completes the circle going around there. So at the poles, you get cold, dry air at the 60 degrees north, and that's been going across the ocean, so you get moist air going upwards. So if you look a band around about here, you've got at the surface, you've got cold air coming down like that from the pole. Oh, guess what? It tries to turn to the right. So it's trying to do that. And this bit here, because it's got the Coriolis effect, it's coming up there and it's trying to do that. So all around, about 50, 60 degrees north, you've got cold air doing that and warm, moist air doing that. Okay? And that's that interface along there. And that's approximately where we are. That's why all the interesting weather happens here. And the other thing they have is that in the First World War, the meteorologists started talking about weather fronts, because a guy in Scandinavia or somewhere said, "Oh, you know what? In the First World War, all the action happens along the front." And he suddenly realised what they have actually is weather fronts, where you've got the conflict between the cold air and the warm air, and that's where all the action happens. So if you start looking at that pattern now, just draw it out bigger, you've got cold going that way, and you've got warm, moist air going this way. And you've got this interface between, they don't mix, they start interacting. So what's happened, you get this band, and then they started drawing systems where they said cold air moving forwards, they do these spiky edges, and they said that's cold air moving that way, here's a cold front. And then you've got warm air, and they did nice little things, and they said that's warm air. So what you have is, whatever happens, they slide past each other, but sooner or later they start interacting. And what you have is this, looking sideways now. You've got it here, you've got ground, you've got warm, you've got cold. And the warm air starts to creep over the top, because it's lighter. Warm moist air is lighter than cold air. So it starts creeping over the top. It's going over the top, it says, oh, I'm getting cooler now. I can't hold all that moisture in it. So instead of being water vapour, it turns into clouds. And the first thing you see when these two fronts start interacting is very high clouds. And cirrus clouds, right? So you get that high, really, really high cloud, and it's these wisps of white stuff. It's actually ice crystals. And at the same time, cold air starts cutting in that and undercutting that and forcing that up. So as soon as that stops up, you get some warm air and cold air. And guess what? First thing it's doing is, instead of rushing, and this point here, because that's going upwards, cold air is pushing it upwards, you get low pressure at the ground level. So you've got this situation now where you've got low pressure where these are interacting, and you've got the wind trying to come in and fill it up. It says I can't go straight because I've got Coriolis effect, and the air trying to get in is always trying to turn to the right. It's coming that way, it's trying to turn to the right, it's trying to turn to the right. And so what you end up with is, instead of it being able to rush in, it's got to turn to the right all the time, and you end up with a vortex. So because it's always trying to go right, can't go in, and the vortex, you know how you get that vortex in the plug on? What you're actually balancing is the centrifugal effect of the air going round against the pressure trying to pull it in. So the faster, the bigger the pressure difference, the more pressure difference is trying to pull it in, the faster the air's got to go to balance it up. So then they start saying, okay, now we're drawing lines of equal pressure. So supposing it's like 1,000 altogether, but it's colder there, it's cool, it's lower pressure there, so instead of it's 996, and then you get another one which is saying, let's make that 1,000, let's make that 1,004, because it's all trying to suck this into the point, but it can't go straight in, it's got to go round because it's trying to go round there, and the bigger the pressure difference, the faster the wind goes. So all you need to do is start thinking, what's the difference between there and there? And you get an estimate of the wind strength. So big, big, deep, low, all these get closer and closer and closer. The closer these lines of equal pressure are, the faster the wind's going to go to balance it. So immediately think really deep, low, lots and lots of close isobars, very fast wind, and you get it. There you go. So this is what we've got coming up. Let's see, that was Sweden 120. This is where we are about now. It's just coming into, we can't see it coming in yet. It's coming up there, It's coming up. It's beginning to form about there. So you get very, very 993, really low pressure, and these closely packed isobars are going to mean the winds.
Embarking on my first long-distance passage across countries, we often relied on our motor to navigate the vast open seas. The rhythmic motoring was suddenly disrupted by a formidable gust of wind, a moment that brought a brief, heart-stopping fear, especially for the first-timer like me. Yet, this experience only deepened my own of the sea ever-changing moods. Despite the weather unpredictable, the ocean's beauty remained, undiminished and constant reminder of nature's majesty. Join me in celebrating the thrill and beauty of the sea voyages. Share your own stories, and let's embrace the adventure that sailing offers. In a moment of nature's grand performance, the sea transformed it into a samba dancer. Its rhythm, waves making our boat sway in lively rock and roll motion, akin to a thrilling roller coaster ride. The ocean's dance was both exhilarating and awe-inspiring, a reminder of the sea dynamic and playful character. Have you ever felt the ocean's rhythm in a similar way? Share your unique sea stories and join a community of sea enthusiasts who reveal the ocean's many moods. Let's celebrate the majestic dance of the sea together. you tell me? 32. Some 5 to 6 meter waves now. But as normal. However, the camera don't do justice.
You say 5 or 6 meter waves and it feels luxurious.
I think you're thinking this calculation.
Yeah, it's going well.
just finished my watch shift, so it's time to take a nap. See you guys later. See?
Let's start this off on. Really strap on the way. Go down at the bow. Watch feeding around at the bow. Get along with that.
Just don't fill the whole thing.
You see? You see?
Yes, you see.
Yeah, it's got a bit of pull, hasn't it?
Yeah, it's got to be full. It's got to be full. It is full. Yeah, that's full.
Bloody
Anyway.
hell.
That's what
Yeah,
happens.
That's what happens. That's why we tied on. And
That's what happens.
As we sailed, we were graced with a mesmerizing spectacle. A pod of dolphins playfully escorting our yacht. They seemed particularly fond of frolicking the bow, darting through the waves with effortless grace. These majestical animals captivated us, raising a question: why do dolphins often follow yachts? Their playful nature and the yacht's movement through the water seems to create a perfect playground for them. Are you curious about the mysteries of marine life or have similar enchanting experiences with the sea creatures? Share your stories and join the conversation to explore these wonders together. Current location at the moment. Approaching. Here. 5 knots. Just finish our night shift watch. Time for a nap. This is Mr. Mike. He's also going to have a nap. So we've got 3 hours to rest. We're waking up the captain. She's not. When the sunrise looks like a volcano, it's 5:47 a.m. The Spanish border. We are crossing the Bay of Biscay. We are crossing the Bay of Biscay. Yep. Yo. While navigating the challenging seas across the Bay of Biscay to Portugal, I seized the opportunity to practically apply my newly acquired meteorological insights from Michael's lessons. This hands-on experience was enriched by taking part of the essential night watch, a responsibility that sharpened my vigilance and deepened my connection with the sea. Additionally, I was involved in crucial chores aboard, such as inspecting the boat for any damage, ensuring it remained in top condition, a testament to the rigorous demands of sailing.
And I don't wait for the end of my shift for the night shift to come in. I don't debrief. That's what you look out for.
Off the coast of Portugal,
These are the ports that matter. And there's one occasion where they go
doing the dishes.
use the wrong, it's a slightly different shape profile.
Very poor visibility, no winds. Standing at the boat's edge, I was captivated by the sight of a vintage classic sailing boat. Each sail a testament of a traditional craftsmanship set against a backdrop of hardworking fishing boats. This old sailing yacht, exploring the golden age of maritime exploration, contrasted beautifully with the surrounding fleet of fishing boats, each bearing the marks of their vital role to the local maritime industry. The scene was picturesque, a blend of nautical heritage and modern seafaring, a perfect illustration of the enduring legacy of the sea vessels.
No more information than that, because it's the ramp for the lifeboat station is there. It's
So then, actually, we may want to do the other way round.
Yes.
Let's see. Go and have a look. You can always turn around. And
Yeah, okay, yeah, that's it.
It looks like it's right in the corner.
Yeah.
It might be in front of the lifeboat.
Yes, it might be anywhere there, because
Or
all
behind
the
the
information
lifeboat.
says it was by the ramp
Yeah.
to the lifeboat station.
Our sailing journey took a brief, yet memorable, pause at Peniche Marina, a gem along the Portuguese coast, as we needed to refuel for the existing leg of our voyage to Faro. The marina, with its tranquil waters and bustling activity, presented a picturesque setting. However, our refueling process hit a slight hiccup. The attendant at the marina fuel station was visibly annoyed when we had to exchange currency to complete the transaction, a task that took longer than expected in the local town. This small but significantly delay added an unexpected twist to our adventure, reminding us of the unique challenges that come with international sailing. Departing from the picturesque Peniche Marina, we set ourselves towards the final destination of our remarkable journey, Faro, the Portuguese coastline, unfurled in its majestic beauty as we navigate to the azure waters. This leg of our voyage was not without its challenges, notably a crucial engine issue. The alternator belt had become a concern, but with skillful attention we resolved the problem, ensuring our vessel was seaworthy and reliable. Our arrival in Faro marked not just the end of our journey, but the testament to the resilience and ingenuity that sailing demands. Bem-vindo. Welcome.
Right, and it goes like that angle.
So when you're going, you're into the facing the other way, you're into the wind.
We'll be absolutely
Yeah,
fine.
Everybody when we do this now, come and get this down.
Let's go past it, have a look. We are down to 12.8.
Okay, good. That's still good.
I've learned something. I've
Oh,
learned
you
something.
see it all, yeah. That's very
when
common.
You smell rubber,
Yeah.
check it out.
Another time, I could have this really weird smell.
Yeah.
In one of the bunks, somebody was saying their bunk was quite hot. And I knew there was something wrong, but we couldn't find it. And then in the end, we realised we had an old style battery that had just started overheating, hadn't it? Had boiled out. Because the old ones you had to put water in them. And this one had like boiled out. And it was the oddest smell.
Yes.
And someone had said, oh, my bunk was really warm last night. That's because they had this burning out battery underneath them. And no, but it's always like, if you smell something, you really should try and track it down. Yeah, because it will be a problem. And smell is quite a good one. How many do you give the clouds out of 8?
7.
7. Okay. 7 out of 8. Sea state, smooth, slight. Slight. Weather visibility, good.
Good.
Wind direction and force, north-northwest, mid-teens, isn't it?
Okay, that one there. Hey, Lush.
Yeah.
Have a look at this. Because to do the belt, three screws to undo. This one here, and then this one here, and this one goes all the way through.
Yes.
So you might have to do the one at the back, like back here, because it's the height of the bolt here. So we'll always get the spanner to the back of it. It's going to be impossible. I'll take the side panel off. Let's take that side panel off from there. Then we get
If
easy
the old
to-
belt's okay, we'll keep it as a
It's
spare.
spare, we'll keep it, yeah.
Is it just slipped or?
Yeah, it's just got it's worked loose. And
I think it's because it's a new engine. The
Yeah.
belts do, you do have to tighten the belt.
Yeah, do stretch.
So there's nothing wrong with it. I
No,
think
it's
keep
not
that
frayed.
one on.
Okay,
Yeah.
we'll just tighten it.
Yeah.
Okay. and then we'll clean the soot off here so that we'll notice the evidence if it ever happens again.
Open this.
Yeah, open that.
It's a different size.
Is it okay? The bigger. Okay, there you go. You might need a spanner on this end as well. It might turn away. Yeah, bigger stuff.
It's this hand, magic hand. Oh yeah.
Try that one. Number 15. Try number 15.
Yep.
Okay. Okay, to push out this thing doesn't turn, otherwise we'll put another spanner on that to hold it.
Right, I have to leave the weather again.
Now down at your end, yes, so down in. Yes. Okay.
After an amazing sailing adventure, we switched modes of travel and flew back where the next chapter of my nautical journey awaited. My focus shifted to a personal project close to my heart, the DIY refit of my yacht, determined to restore to its former glory. I delved into the intricate process of refurbishing, blending traditional techniques with the modern innovation. This endeavor is not just a testament to my passion for yachting, but also an invitation to fellow sailing enthusiasts to join me on this journey. Follow my process, share your insights, and let's celebrate the timeless beauty of yacht restoration together.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to London Gatwick, with the local time is approaching 25 minutes past 6. We are pleased to announce that we have arrived.
We got out just in time.
From Portugal. Oh God, imagine. And everything went smooth. The delivery was great team, and plenty of food. So happy crew.
Yeah. And a big
Happy
thank you
cap-
to Amanda, and a big thank you to Luis.
Yes, thank you guys.
Blessings on Martin.
Yes, yes. We shall see you, Martin. We shall see you. You've made it to the end. Thanks for watching. Like, comment, share it. It's a free way to help the channel grow. Thank you so much. Don't miss out the next episode.